Today, the bell rings again for the Golden Rams as history is being made in the boxing ring, and a return to something this campus hasn't seen in a long time. One student athlete is making noise in the boxing world and is taking his talent beyond this campus.
But the action doesn't stop there. We'll also take a trip to the hardwood and look back on some Golden Rams women's hoops, where one matchup has been going their way for quite some time. Plus, we head to the Diamond, where both the baseball and softball teams are deep into conference play, with postseason positions starting to take shape.
And coming up, we'll go live in the studio with women's rugby player Cecily McShane as Claire sits down with her for an exclusive interview.
Then, on the ice, men's hockey put together a season to remember, completely reshaping their fortunes after a major change behind the bench.
To close things out, we'll head to the links as the golf team brings home some hardware.
This is the Ram Rundown with Cameron Snow and Claire Parmenter.
And good afternoon. We have a full slate of Golden Rams action for you today. It's been 35 years since a Golden Ram has represented the purple and gold in the boxing ring.
That's right. Junior boxer Max Zampiri ended that drought when he competed in an invitational event this past summer. But he didn't stop the historic achievements there. Max recently traveled to Charlotte, North Carolina to compete in the National Collegiate Boxing Association 2026 Championship bouts.
Competing in the 147-pound weight class, Max would win his first fight in the quarterfinal round against Devin Perrin of West Virginia University.
Max would then go to win his second fight in the semifinal round to give him a shot at the belt. Unfortunately, the championship would not go Max's way as he would fall to Nick Smith of Navy. Despite falling short of the title, it was a historic run for Max, reintroducing Golden Rams boxing at the national stage in a big way.
But now, let's dive into some women's hoops.
The Golden Rams started the 25-26 season off strong with a 6-3 record, headlined by an outstanding 84-35 victory over the Wilmington University Wildcats. Scoring was pouring in from everywhere, with 13 different Golden Rams contributing toward those 84 points. An aggressive game plan paid off as the Golden Rams were rewarded with 21 free throws. They cashed in on 17 attempts to shoot, an impressive 81% from the charity stripe.
The Golden Rams would go on to outscore the Wildcats 53-14 in the second half. And that win adds on to a streak that dates all the way back to 1995. In the 14 meetings between the two universities since then, the Golden Rams have won every single one. Now let's look back to a cold February evening when we had Alyssa Gallagher and Emma Saggione cover the Golden Rams' home matchup with the Bloomsburg Huskies. Take it away, Alyssa.
Hey guys, I'm Alyssa Gallagher, and on Wednesday I had the chance to get to know sophomore Bella Mazur after the women's basketball game. In their game against Bloomsburg, Mazur had 9 points, all in the first half. Mazur began playing with her twin sister when she was in second grade. Her family was a basketball family, and her brother played Division III basketball at Widener. Her dad has been extremely influential in her career.
He was my coach when I was younger for like 5 years. He pushes me to my best every single day.
Her favorite memory from her career was scoring 1,000 points and winning a state championship.
I did it all with my sister by my side.
During the recruiting process, it was important for Mazur and her sister to go to the same school.
When Coach Key and Coach Haas said that they wanted both of us, we knew that we had to take this opportunity. Having her right by my side, like on the court, is just an amazing feeling.
The sisters have developed a special game day routine, one they haven't missed doing yet.
Eve and I, my twin sister, always get pliables before each game.
In her free time, Mazur likes to shop, hang out with friends, and stay in with family.
The women's basketball team was looking to snap a 3-game losing streak, but came up short as they faced off against Bloomsburg University with a final score of 58-52. Kimmy Saison passes to Mariana Papazoglu, and she hits her first 3 of the night. There's Papazoglu again, trying for a layup, and it's rebounded by Bloomsburg, but number 33, Jordan Tate, gets the steal and finishes the job. Number 5, Bella Mazur, hits a 3 from the corner. Madison Maynard hits a 3 at the buzzer to end the first half of the game. There's freshman Kimmy Saison with her first 3 of the night. She led the team with 12 points, 1 point shy of her career high. There's another 3 by Saison in the corner. WCU was led by Kimmy Saison, Bella Mazur, Ava Mazur, and Erin Daly in scoring. The Rams will play Shepherd University on the road on Wednesday, where they're in need of a win to keep the hopes alive for a PSAC tournament appearance.
Great coverage there. Thanks, Alyssa and Emma. After a tough loss that night to the Bloomsburg Huskies, the Golden Rams would drop 3 of their next 4 games. They finished the season 11-16 with a 7-14 record in the PSAC conference play. Unfortunately, they would miss out on playoff action. But the future is bright for the Golden Rams as they are slated to return 11 of their 14 players from last season. Make sure to catch them in action at Hollinger Fieldhouse next November. Now, let's switch our focus to the diamond. As the Golden Rams baseball and softball teams gear up for the PSAC playoffs in the coming weeks, we have Luke Hondros with everything you need to know.
Westchester University's men's baseball swept a doubleheader against Shepherd in dominant fashion on Friday. Game 1 would start out as Mansfield took a 1-0 lead in the first, but Tanner Dinetti would single the right field, tying the game 1-1. In the third, Patrick Gosling would single, giving Westchester a 3-1 lead that would hold for the rest of the game, and Carter Rust would add an insurance run in the sixth, which ultimately led Westchester to a 4-2 victory. It was more of the same dominance in the second half of the doubleheader, as Westchester dominated 7-1 as Austin Stalker, Christian Micah, and Patrick Gosden all put up big performances, and pitcher Luke Rajo picked up the win as Westchester swept the doubleheader on Friday, and they would also sweep a doubleheader on Saturday at Shepherd. In softball, the women had an even bigger doubleheader against Mansfield dominating. First, they took the first game 8-0 before the second game, which was an absolute beatdown, winning 19-2. Outstanding performances by Tess Curdy, Emma Zoli, and Kayla Fitzpatrick carried the way for the Rams to both of those big victories. After their dominance doubleheaders on Friday, both the baseball and softball teams improved their seasons. The men's team improved to 29-8 and will play in the Bill Giles Classic on Tuesday. The women's softball team improved to 22-16, continuing their season as they look to bring gold back to Westchester. Reporting for the Ram Rundown, this is Luke Hondros.
When it comes to spring sports here at Westchester, both the baseball and softball teams are right in the middle of competitive seasons, and there's a lot to break down. Let's start on the baseball diamond. Before the start of the season, the Golden Rams were projected to finish 3rd in the PSAC East, and so far, they've been playing with determination to prove they belong at the top of the rankings. Offensively, this team has been absolutely on fire. As a group, they've scored 305 runs already this season, with monster performances like a 21-game run against Chestnut Hill. Several players are having standout seasons individually. Hunter Smith is leading the team with a .393 batting average, with Austin Stalker right behind him at .374. But it's not all about the bats. The pitching staff has been lights out with multiple shutout wins this season, even marking Golden Ram history on March 20th when Julian Costa recorded his 243rd career strikeout, making him Westchester University's all-time strikeout leader. Overall, they currently sit with an impressive 29-8 record with 8 more games to go. But now, let's turn the focus towards the softball team. While their season has had more ups and downs, the Golden Rams have shown resilience and a fierce ability to compete in close games. They've picked up 2 important wins over Mansfield University and continue to battle through a tough conference schedule. What stands out the most with this team is their ability to remain competitive. They currently sit with a 22-18 record, with half of those losses coming by 1 or 2 runs. Danielle Ciliberto stands out this season as she is getting it done with the bat and in the pitching circle. Ciliberto is batting an impressive .336 average, only second to Hopkins' .397 average. And in the pitching circle, Ciliberto is leading the team with a 2.79 ERA. As both teams move forward, the focus now shifts to PSAC matchups, where every game begins to matter even more. With the baseball team currently sitting in first place atop the PSAC East, they look to make a run at the championship starting May 6th at Slippery Rock University. And for the softball team, they sit in 6th place, only 1 game behind Shepherd University for that 5th and final playoff spot in the PSAC East. I'm Cameron Pellegrini with the Ram Rundown. Now back to Cameron and Claire on the desk.
Thanks, Cameron. Now let's head over to the ice. The men's ice hockey team had an unbelievable season, going 25-7-1. The team made a coaching change at the beginning of the season, and it completely turned things around for them. The new staff brought a fresh system, more energy, and a clear identity, which the players bought into right away.
From that point on, the team started stacking wins, playing faster, and playing a more disciplined hockey. That momentum carried them all the way through the postseason. Back in February, we got a closer look at what was fueling that success. Let's take a look.
I'm here at the Iceline Quadrangle, the home of Westchester University's Rams men's ice hockey team. The Rams compete at the Division I club level as Westchester does not offer a team. But the athletes and staff treat it as if this team was their own livelihood. The team over the last couple of seasons has quietly become a top 25 club hockey team in the country, currently sitting at 19th this year and holding a double-digit winning streak in consecutive seasons. The Rams hockey team fosters success. The Rams had a shaky start to this season as they made a coaching change. Coach Dave Bauer took over for the Rams this year. It took the team some time to figure each other out, but ultimately, he got the boys on the right direction, and the Rams are hot and rolling on an 11-game win streak and currently sitting at first place in their league. The Rams know they need to win out to retain the 1 seed for the fast-approaching playoffs, as they have been playing lights out, but the team plays a tough Temple opponent tonight and first-seed contenders in Villanova and Lehigh in the upcoming weeks. I'm James Letts.
Westchester men's hockey back in action on Thursday night against the Temple Owls. WCU is looking for their 12th win in a row. The story of this one, pure Rams domination. The Rams came out red hot, going up 2-0 early in the first, as Connor Stratton finds himself in the alley to beat the Temple goalie glove side high. Rams take a 3-0 lead. The Owls get a counterattack down the ice with a 2-on-1 opportunity, and they capitalize. 3-1 Rams. The Owls draw first blood in the second as they dump it right in front of the net and hammer it home. But the Rams respond quickly. Zach Crane threads it cross crease to a crashing Dylan Hyman for a goal. Great vision and an even better finish. Rams up 7-2. Westchester find themselves back in the offensive zone. Crane gives it to D'Alessandro, sends a gorgeous backhand feed to Brendan Whitaker to tuck it in. The Rams take a dominating 8-2 lead at the end of the second. In the final frame, the Rams added 2 more goals and played keep away for the remainder of this one to take it 10-2. Your Westchester men's hockey team finishes out their season with 2 games against Lehigh University, and then it's on to the tournament for the boys. I'm Connor O'Sullivan with the Ram Rundown. Go Rams.
Just like that, a season that started with uncertainty ended up with a trip to a championship game, which nobody saw coming. In the championship game, the men's team played with composure, stuck to their system, and competed at a very high level on the biggest stage. The final was not the result they were looking for, but after the 2-1 loss to Villanova in the championship, the guys qualified for the 2026 ACHA National Championship in St. Louis, which we wish them the best of luck. Bring it home, guys. Moving along, let's turn our attention to the pitch. The women's rugby team is deep into their spring season. Currently, they are 4-2 in conference play and have a 5-4 overall record. That has earned them a trip to the Maryland Soccerplex in Boyd, Maryland for a chance to compete at the National Collegiate Rugby Sevens Championship. To give us some background on that, we have junior rugby player Cecily McShane sitting down with her.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Okay, so for the people who may not know you yet, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about how you got into rugby?
Yeah, so I'm Cecily. I'm a junior studying criminal justice here. I started rugby fall of 2024. Actually, I've never played rugby up until then, so I'm like a year and a half into my rugby career, I guess you could call it. But I went to the gym one day. They had a table, walked right past it, had no interest, didn't ignored all of them. And then one of them came up to me. Her name's Candace, so she's my teammate now, and she was just like, "Hey, have you ever wanted to play football and you couldn't because it's a boys sport?" And I was like, "Actually, I did play football in high school." And she was like, "Well, you should join rugby." So I was like, "All right, I'll check it out." Checked it out, went to practice, and now here I am. But yeah.
When did you decide to start taking it more seriously?
Honestly, not until the beginning of our fall season this past year. It kind of because I didn't play a lot my first year. Obviously, I was brand new to the sport in our team. We just have many talented girls on our team. But I had the chance to start this year, and once after the first game, we got our hardest competition out of the way first. So kind of a rude awakening, I guess you could call it. But that's when I was like, yeah, we could get somewhere this year. So like let's start taking it seriously. So that was when.
For people who are new to the sport, rugby at the college level is a huge commitment, both with intense fitness training and technical skill work throughout the week. So what does a typical training week look like for you at WCU?
So in season, we practice 5 days out of the week. We're off on Thursdays. We do lift Tuesday, Thursday. We practice every day from 3 to 5:30ish if we get off on time, which is very rare. But yeah, we're practicing pretty intensely almost every day. And then games on weekends. 15s, we have games on Saturdays, and then 7s are tournament style Sundays.
Wow.
Yeah, so pretty busy, but
Yeah.
I mean, it keeps you it like gives you something to do, I guess.
So as much as it is physical, it's mental. What do you do mentally to prepare before a game?
I am very like superstitious, I guess. So I'm like same socks every game, like same like everything. Big thing for me is music on the bus. If we're away, especially noise canceling to myself, like play the same song, The Festival by Mac Miller. Check it out. Play that like at least 10 times before every game. So it's just like getting in my zone, like kind of in my like own head, like getting everything cleared out. Cause I know like some girls are different. Some people are like dancing and like having fun on the bus. Like I just need like just to be like me, like in my own thoughts. So like that's how I get ready.
Love that. So in the fall, the team competes in 15s rugby, which is a traditional full-sided version of the game. This past November, the team made an incredible run to the national championship. What was that experience like for you, and what stands out the most from that moment?
It was crazy. It was a surreal experience. I mean, it's like the things you dream of as a kid, like playing on a stage. Like we played up in Harvard, like just an amazing, like seeing all the fans, all our like families, parents come together. The game itself, it was definitely interesting. We played AIC, American International College, and they are just different breed of human beings. But they're out of our conference now. They're moving up to D1 finally. So I think we could easily make a run back this coming year. But the experience itself was just like no other. I mean, just being there to begin with, regardless of if we lost or won, it was just amazing. Like the energy was there, and we just were all there together. So it was like once in a lifetime type of thing.
That's awesome. So in the spring, the game shifts to 7s rugby, which is a faster paced version of the game, played with 7 players on the field. WCU also splits into 2 squads, purple and gold, with players competing for spots on that top traveling roster. Looking ahead to this weekend's National Collegiate Rugby 7s Championship, how are you feeling about going to that?
After the past weekend, we just finished up in Frostburg. I think our energy has shifted in the last couple weeks. The beginning was a little rocky. I think we're kind of just got all those nerves out the way. But watching the team, how we performed on Sunday was just, our energy is completely different now. Like we are really playing together. And it was just a whole different game. So I'm really excited. I think Saturday's going to be a pretty good matchup. We have Wheeling first, and then if we play Wheeling, we play Brown, and we got some interesting history with some of the Browns players, I guess you could say. We have Emma Davies' sister, who's a freshman at Brown, so that would be a pretty good matchup to see. I mean, they're a great team. They're looking for a 4-peat, but I mean, it would just be cool to see that little sister rivalry. But I'm excited. I think it's going to be a fun experience, and I know we're all excited to travel, so I think we're ready.
And like I mentioned, getting a spot on that purple side is highly competitive. Congratulations. You worked your way onto the purple traveling side this season. What do you attribute to that success?
Honestly, my teammates. I couldn't do anything without the support from the 20 plus other people that are on our team. We all just support each other, and I'm still kind of newish to the sport, still learning things every day. Like there's always something new. But our captains and our scrum half Cameron, give her a shout out. She's really great. Always looking to give us new tips, but I mean, I kind of learned it fast, the sport fast itself, because of how supportive everyone is. So, I mean, just having everyone has each other's backs. So I give thanks to them. So on everyone's success.
Oh, I love that. So outside of rugby, what are some things that other people might find interesting that you like to do?
I like music. I like to DJ. I actually DJ for our team on the weekends. So I guess like that's like a fun little hobby. But I mean, honestly, outside of rugby, I don't really have a life outside of rugby because my best friends are my teammates. So I'm like seeing them at practice and I'm like, hey, like let's go hang out. Let's go get dinner. So I mean, I see them every day. Like they're like basically what I do. I'm just with my teammates. Yeah, I DJ. I'm I'm joining the military next year, so I guess I'm kind of preparing for that, enjoying these last couple of months, and then rugby next year, and then I'll be off. So that's about it.
Wow. Well, Cess, thank you so much for your time. Good luck this weekend at the National Collegiate Rugby Sevens Championship. We'll definitely be cheering you on.
Thank you.
Be sure to catch all the action on the NCR app. Now let's go back to the desk with Cameron.
Thanks, Claire, and thank you, Cess, for taking the time to sit down with us. For our final story of the day, we take a trip out to Penn Oaks Golf Club as Jason Boyd has a special look into Golden Rams golf.
Westchester Golf hosted their home tournament at Penn Oaks last week. At the award ceremony, Coach Merce highlighted the seniors that have helped propel Westchester University golf within the past 4 years and congratulated each senior with a gift and kind words. In this home tournament, WCU men's golfer Will Hilton took the individual champion trophy with an impressive 2 over 72, which allowed the freshman standout to climb from a tie for third to a win with a 2-day score of +4. In the team champion category, Westchester University secured the 4th place spot due to Will Hilton's impressive Day 2 at Penn Oaks Golf Club. This week, WCU Golf is in Bedford, PA, taking on the Bedford Springs Intercollegiate Tournament. This is their last tournament before heading to the NCAA Regionals. As the players gather to celebrate a great day on the course, we'll send it back to the studio. I'm Jason Boyd with this week's WCU Golf Ram Rundown update.
Great work, Jason, and a special congratulations to the seniors as they close out their Golden Ram careers. Well, that's all the time we have for you today. From the boxing ring to the hardwood to the baseball diamond, it's been a big year for Golden Rams athletics.
And we want to give a big thank you to you again and to Cecily McShane for stopping by, as well as all of you watching today at home. And a special shout out to all of our amazing field reporters and everyone making this show possible in the studio. For the Ram Rundown, I'm Claire Parmenter.
And I'm Cameron Snow. Good night.